Out of 12 head-to-head matches between Liu and Pearly and Thinaah, only 3 are won by Pearly and Thinaah. Pearly and Thinaah versus Liu from China. Man, this rivalry is going completely one-sided. What I am thinking from this point of view is that when Akane Yamaguchi, who was world number one for a long time, and when An Seung started beating her continuously, and right now Akane, I don't know, she believes that she can even beat An Seung or not. That belief system in mind clearly shows in court too. Like she gets beaten, defeated against An Seung in straight two sets and all. Again, this thing I will say that happening with in doubles too. What I'm thinking from this point of view is that can they pull off a upset here? Because first seeded are of course Liu and second seeded are Pearly and Thinaah. From last few months, I will say that 4 to 5 months, Pearly and Thinaah has drastically increased their gameplay in two positive ways. First of all, the backcourt. Of course, Pearly is so great in backcourt that even she was injured too, she was still attacking. She was still playing the shots that she used to play previously, and she's trying her top best. And same goes with Thinaah too. She's top. I will say that she's great in front court. I always say that whenever men's doubles or women's doubles match is going on, one thing that I always look forward to is the coordination and how both players are handling themselves. And Pearly and Thinaah, even if they are losing the release, if they are winning or anything, they still smiling and they still focus on rallies. After every rally, they both talk with each other like what's going on, how we can improve and everything. That smile of Pearly and I'm just getting distracted. But both players are awesome. But why they are unable to beat Liu? Out of 12 head-to-head matches, last match was Japan Open 2025 final when they got defeated by Liu with 21-15, 21-14. Indonesia Open, both were top level tournaments, and it was final again, third set, and 21-19. Pearly and Thinaah were too close to beat Liu. The World Tour Finals 2024, Liu defeated in third set again 21-18. They were again close to defeat Liu. Again, China Masters last year, 21-16, 21-17, Liu won. Arctic Open, which is a mid-level tournament, Liu again won 21-12, 21-17. Hong Kong Open, this is the tournament where last year Pearly and Thinaah won with 21-14 and 21-14. Last year's Olympic was not that good for Pearly and Thinaah, even though they got fourth, or they gave their 100%. Of course, they were good players, but after, I will say that starting of 2025 this year, their gameplay is literally looking skyrocketing. They both are improving. But is this improvement enough to beat Liu? And I will say that two major points that are lacking here is that even though both players Pearly and Thinaah have great attacks, still Liu always, both players from China, women's doubles players, both overshadows Pearly and Thinaah. I will say that particular in sideways, whenever I talk about sideways attack, Liu and Thinaah both are incredibly good. I will say that whenever Thinaah or Pearly goes on backcourt, attack, that attack is good, everything is good, but defense level of Liu is top level, man. Who can even break that wall of Liu? I will say that nowhere Pearly and Thinaah are lacking. But the issue here is that Liu are so better in defense also. Whenever I talk about any men's doubles gameplay, I always talk about how good they are in parallel gameplay in men's doubles. But the same thing that goes with women's doubles too. Liu are proving that using parallel gameplay in women's doubles too, you can win. Both players, I will say that, have everything in the, if you say that attack, tick mark, I will say that defense, tick mark, I will say that coordination level, tick mark, everything they are doing perfect. So how Pearly and Thinaah can beat Liu? First of all, it's more of mental game. They were into third set and almost beating Liu multiple of times. They just have to believe that they can beat, like Akane Yamaguchi whenever she is against An Seung. Even though I have always looked forward to Akane Yamaguchi, she is my mentor, I have always supported her in court, but whenever she's against Anseng, it looks like she doesn't believe that she can beat Anseng. Whenever she is playing against any other player like Chen Yufei, Wang Zi, any other player, Akane Yamaguchi's gameplay looks totally different. These words are coming from a person who have always looked forward to Akane Yamaguchi's gameplay. I have always looked forward to her gameplay, her footwork, her everything, how she plays on court. But whenever she is against Anseng in last few years, last 1 or 2 years, she is like she don't believe that she can beat Anseng right now or not. And still same thing goes with Pearl and Thinaah too. They just have to believe that they can beat Liu Ten. Both players have the capability to beat Liu Ten. They were so close to beat Liu Ten. Only thing that will work for Pearl and Thinaah to beat Liu Ten is that defeat them in first set with 21-15, 21-10 or this scores. Defeat them, attack more. I will say that pressurize Liu Ten into gameplay that they started believe that they have to win second set. They have to win the second set. Like Pearl and Thinaah has to win first set with domination. I want that domination. And can Pearl and Thinaah do? Yes, they have the capability. They have coordination, they have attack, they have everything there to beat Liu Ten. It's only thing that that's stopping them from defeating Liu Ten is that head-to-head matches 12-3. Like I will say that out of 12 matches, only 3 are won by Pearl and Thinaah. That mental thing is stopping them from defeating Liu Ten. They were close to defeat them in third set, but I will say that still, whenever third set going on, whenever they are close, like 15 all in third set, 16 all and all, Liu Ten always dominate Pearl and Thinaah. Whenever this type of situations comes, like third set is going on, 16 all scores are going on, every time Liu Ten dominates release. Every time. Just go and watch Indonesia Open 2025 match between these two players when third set gone like 21-19 scores were there in the third set. Pearl and Thinaah was looking good and I was looking forward that like I was thinking that yes, today they are going to beat Liu Ten. Finally they are going to defeat them. But you can closely focus on that last few points of Pearl and Thinaah versus Liu Ten in Indonesia Open. Third set last 18 or 19 something scores and Liu Ten started dominating the rallies, continuously dominating, and that's the reason Pearl and Thinaah are getting defeated. There is no other reasons like they are lacking in coordination. There is no other reasons. The only reason Pearl and Thinaah are getting defeated against Liu Ten is that mental game. The only way Pearl and Thinaah can win against Liu Ten is that win first set with domination and in second set try to not give chances to Liu Ten to get back in match. Like in rallies, whenever you get little bit of lazy, but players like Liu Ten, I will say that Chen Jia, Chen Zheng, Jia Zheng, these type of players, if you give a small chance to them, they will take away your whole set. So this is the only chance. Defeat Liu Ten in first set with domination, 21-15, 21-12 sometimes scores. Defeat them in first set. In second set, just don't give chance to Liu Ten to get back on court. And what I mean about saying don't give chance, don't do longer rallies, as Liu Ten are so great in parallel gameplay. They don't give chance if you go for longer rallies, and I have seen that Pearl and Thinaah can survive longer rallies. But I have always seen one more thing, that whenever longer rallies are going on, always Pearl and Thinaah lose those rallies. Out of 10 rallies, 6 they lose, or maybe 4 or 5 they win. So yes, I am really looking forward for Pearl and Thinaah to win gold medal in World Championships 2025. I have always looked forward to two of the players like Jia and Zheng last from 2 or 3 months, and second are Liu Ten. And I have always admired Pearl and Thinaah, how they are performing fearlessly. They are the best pairs that I always see on court, and I always smile. They like their coordination, how they handle each other, how they talk with each other during intervals, during rallies. That's just amazing. If they beat Liu Ten in finals, majority of the time this will happen, that were first seeded and second seeded will be into finals. First seed are Liu Ten and second seed are Pearl Ten. Majority of the time, 90% time it happens that both will be in finals, first and second seed into finals. And if they will face each other in finals, I am looking forward for Pearl and Thinaah. I just want that 9 matches are won by Liu Ten and only 3 are won by Pearl and Thinaah. I just want that to change into 4-9. Okay, I want that thing to happen. So what do you think about Pearly and Thinaah? Just comment down below. And do you think Liu 10 will win or Pearly and Thinaah will win? Comment down. Bye bye.